How does an author respond to conflicting viewpoints? Have you ever gotten in an argument with someone, and the whole time they're talking, you're just thinking about what you want to say next? Authors know that most people work this way. They include counter-arguments to show what the opposite side believes and then explain why this is wrong. In other words, they anticipate things that their opponents might say back to them, and then try to answer those complaints. Let's practice figuring out how this looks in action. In the first paragraph of this text, the author argues that liberal arts classes are important. These include classes like English, history, and social science. Let's read the second paragraph together. Liberal arts opponents might argue that these subjects do not train students for jobs, and indeed, liberal arts subjects do not train students for specific professions. This is the counter-argument. We know the author doesn't actually believe that this is enough reason to make liberal arts unimportant, but she's still including it because she thinks her opponents might think this way. Whenever you see language about what the other side believes, this indicates to you that it's a counterargument that the author will have to respond to. So how does she respond? She writes, "Rather, the liberal arts prepare students for something far more important, life. Learning about the struggles of African American slaves and Native Americans makes students more culturally aware and sensitive. It prepares them to live in an increasingly multicultural society where diversity must not only be tolerated but also embraced." This is her response to her opponents. She argues, in our own words, that even though liberal arts subjects don't train students for jobs, they do something much more important. In other words, the positives outweigh the drawbacks. Responding to counterarguments in this way makes your overall argument much more convincing.